play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
New system. Can't be 100% certain that it's working. So if it don't work, this bad boy don't get uploaded. But on the off chance it does work, biddly bo. Yes, yo. Here we go. Sort you already out, bro. Let's get looking fresh and as sharp as physically possible. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in. We've got a jam-packed night. I cannot wait. This is huge. I'm just literally dropping in with the quickest, shittest vid you've ever seen. Tonight is absolutely enormous. I will be more surprised. There's a narrative going around that tonight, if we don't go out and get a reaction, that the boys need to surprise us and go out and, give us a reaction and give us a... No, I'll be more surprised if the boys don't go out tonight and give that reaction. They are going to bounce back. I'll be very surprised if we are excellent tonight. Burnley and Sheffield United dropped points last night, so we can all stop pretending that they just can't stop winning games. We are going to be all right tonight. Be interesting to see what he does. There's a post come out, like a Twitter post with from Leeds United saying, just with images, and there's Ramazani and Rothwell on there. So whether he's going to make a change, I don't. But James and Solomon are still in there, so maybe we are going to risk this Ramazani in the 10. I personally don't want that. I know Aronson's dropped off, and we've been talking a lot about burnout and all this stuff. I don't necessarily think he's burnt out by any stretch of the imagination. I just think a lot of these games have not been for him, not been his type of game. The Portsmouth game was extremely scrappy, a lot flirting about, a lot fluttering about. So I'm not 100% certain on that. But if he does go Ramazani into 10, it's a huge, huge moment. I was quite staunch the other day saying that I wouldn't be making anything too experimental at this point of the season. I think anything that he decides to go with at this point, he has to go all the way through with it. I don't think we can just slap Ramazani in once tonight, and then if it doesn't work, pull him out. It's like, whatever we do tonight, I honestly think we've got to stick with and stick by. So if he does, I think James will keep his position. I mean, whether the photos just sort of playing games, I don't want to play no games, but I don't think they'll be I don't think they're messing about with Millwall. I don't think Millwall are going to really care how we set up in that sense. Obviously they'll have done the data on us and all that jazz and, stuff. Bogle, there's been some crazy talk that he's dropping or Byram to come in. I'm hoping he goes with Rothwell at home. Rothwell and Tanaka in there. Tanaka was poor the other night, but he's due a bad performance. You can't lose a game of football and expect everybody to play well. And we could have still won that game, and it'd have been a much different story had we got the penalty or Peru had not missed. Parisley don't miss his chances, which is very rare. So that's why I'm not too hard on him. But tonight, I want a reaction, and I've said previously plenty of times, they don't have to do it for me. They don't do jack shit for me. I don't care. I do care about the football club, but they need a reaction for themselves. Don't let themselves down tonight. Don't let the club down. As I said, they're not letting me down. So I've backed them. I think they deserve the backing on the basis that they've been absolutely excellent for months. Well, all season, to be perfectly honest. We had a bit of a sticky start. There's 10 games left, 10 cup finals. All we need to do is out whatever Sheffield and Burnley do. We just have to do whatever they're doing, don't we? And we will be all right. I'd be very, very surprised if we cannot match them in terms of victories, draws, and losses. If we can't match them towards the end of the season, I'll be dumbfounded. I'll be shell shocked. So I'm backing it now. We go back top tonight. I honestly believe if we don't win tonight, this is the wobble, and we've wobbled. I honestly think last night will have settled us down a little bit. I made a point the other day and I got ridiculed for it. Only by a couple of people, and that's totally fine. But just saying that there's less pressure on us this season in terms of how we've gone about. But it was misconstrued to, like people do, to try and suggest I don't think there's any pressure on the players this season. My point was we had to go on a crazy run just to be in the title hunt. We've been on this crazy run to stay on top of the title hunt. So when we've had this wobble, we just got there and then we wobbled and then we collapsed and we all Leicester, Ipswich, everybody collapsed. Also, this narrative that we've not been very good for a few games now, I think is silly. The West Brom game, everybody was delighted with, at the start of the season, the 0-0 ball fest where I really felt like we didn't go out and try and win the game. And then we draw to West Brom again when everybody stopped chewing them off, sucking them off, suggesting that they were going to be title contenders. Now they're a shit club and they don't warrant their league position and all this stuff. Sheffield United slipped up last night. Burnley slipped up last night. Is that the start of their demise? Do you know what I mean? But nobody's bothered about that because Sheffield and Burnley did all the business and they're the best team in the, we are the best team in the league. We need to go out tonight and prove it. I don't buy into this bullshit that Millwall have somehow got us number because they beat us early on in the season. We've lost 4 games all season. If we win tonight, it's, 1 game in 19 or something that we've lost. Millwall beat us in the cup. It was a terrible game, awful, like rubbish. Believe me, I'd be dumbfounded again. I'd be shell-shocked again. 2 shell shockers if they come out tonight and they're not, and they're concerned that Millwall have got our number. I think you need to wind it in, turn it off, but tune in and turn up tonight. I'm hoping, I'm setting off Telling Road in about half an hour. I'm hoping it's absolutely rocking its socks off. I think it will be. I'm aware that how it can get, after 40 minutes, 35 minutes, if we're not quite swinging, if we don't come out swinging, and it can get a bit hostile if it's 0-0 or, heaven forbid if we go 1 down. But just on the Sunderland, and that, if you're talking about the last 5 games or whatever, Sunderland and Sheffield United are proper decent sides. And to pull round shows the resilience that we need. We need a bit of shithousery tonight. Be interesting to see what Farker does. Faka. I personally don't think he'll switch it up. But that photo did spaz me out. And it actually got me energized. The thing is, whatever he does decide to do, I'm going to back. The bloke deserves the full backing of the fan base. I don't think that can be argued. I just really think it's our time now to actually turn up tonight, boys. Get fully behind it. Proper just back the players. They deserve this. They've had the most minute wobble, which we're classing a wobble as a draw to West Brom, who everybody loved at the start of the season and thought Corberan was the second coming. But now he's gone and West Brom are no longer there. West Brom. Boring football, but you get the job done. West Brom. Boring football, but you get the job done. West Brom. Well, West Brom did us a favour, didn't they, yesterday? Because West Brom. Boring football, but you get the job done. West Brom. So I don't buy into it if that's what you take from it. I've totally lost my train of thought with the West Brom. Boring football, but you get the job done. West Brom. And then we've lost a game. It's 1 game. We can lose another game and we can draw another game, in my opinion, and we'll still reach 100 points. I think that leaves us with 25 points to the end of the season with 30 to go at. And that leaves us on 101 points, I believe, which is a crazily good season. So we don't even need that amount of victories and losses. If we win all his home games, that's 15 points. It starts tonight. Come on, Ellen Road. Let's not piss around tonight. Let's stay with it. Loud and proud, Leeds United style, biddly bow. I can't wait to get the victory, bro. Yo, in a bit though. Yes.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.